I would like to tell you in what way we need to frame information required questions. So in the screen you can see that how to frame interrogative sentences, how to frame information required questions. So information required questions, that means there are a question, but as I told here, information required question. So by this we can understand there are two types of questions. So here in English language, questions, every question in English language we considered as an interrogative sentence, and an answer to a question we considered as an assertive sentence, right? Can you say what is an interrogative sentence? Interrogative sentence means nothing but it's a question. So in English language, whatever the question. So if somebody asked you, or if you are willing to ask someone, or if there is a question that you are posed at, so whatever it is in English language, every question we call it as an interrogative sentence. And for that question, if you are able to give an information in the form of a sentence, so that answer we call it as a assertive sentence. So have you understood what is an interrogative sentence and assertive sentence? So interrogative sentence means question, assertive sentence means its answer, right? So here we need to understand, okay, as for the meaning, so interrogative sentence means question, assertive sentence means answer, I told. But in what way we need to identify by seeing or by going through a sentence? That is what first we need to know, that we have to focus on, see, first part I gave you here. See that she is my friend. In this sentence I gave you, she is my friend. So here I gave a sentence, she is my friend. In this sentence, she as the subject, had the sentence started with she. So in English language, she is a pronoun. So in English language, we have 7 pronouns like I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These 7 words we call them as a pronoun in English language. And next, a word which is generally starts with a pronoun, we call that sentence is an assertive sentence. And if you look at the second sentence, see, Hari is my brother. In this sentence, Hari is my brother. Here this sentence also has been started with a name, Hari, H-A-R-I, Hari. So every name in English language we call them as a noun. So here we can say that a sentence which starts with either noun or pronoun, we call them as an assertive sentence. It was mentioned here, see that. So a sentence which has been used with either noun or pronoun, we call it as an assertive sentence. So that by this we can understand an answer to a question, we call it as assertive sentence. In terms of writing part, a sentence which starts with either noun or pronoun, we call it as an interrogative. Oh, no, sorry. It is called as an assertive sentence. So up to now I have discussed about the assertive sentence. Now in this video I am going to discuss, in this part I am going to discuss what is an interrogative sentence. When it comes to interrogative sentence, see, in the picture you can see here interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence means nothing but it's a question. So every question comes under interrogative sentence. But when it comes to questions part, see there you can see here questions are two kinds, say two types of questions. So out of them, if the first one is yes or no questions, and the second one is information required questions. Have you seen that? First, see there y and n questions mean yes or no questions. So here for these questions answer required is either yes or no. So we have to get the answer, or suppose if we required an answer either yes or no. So in that cases we need to put a question at the listener What kind of question? That is yes or no question. Suppose I wanted to know an answer as either yes or no. So in what way can I question? Suppose, am I Mr. Behra? Am I Mr. Behra? I told. Am I? So here I, before I used am. Am I Mr. Behra? So you knew about me. So that is why you can say yes, you are Mr. Behra. Suppose you don't know. No, I don't know. You would say that. See, here the answer either yes or no. And the next one is, second type is, see there are WH questions. Second one is WH question. WH questions means, see, for these questions, answer required. See, here beside my picture, you can see that. Here in these sentences, answer required here a sentence. When a sentence required an answer, a sentence, we call them as a WH questions, or in another way we can say information required questions. So in these cases, see here in the first case, yes or no questions, I have used the sentence am I Mr. Behra. Am I Mr. Behra? In the sentence, the starting word is helping verb, right? Once it comes to see that. So second point I wrote, see there under the interrogative sentence, helping verb always before noun or pronoun. In interrogative sentence, when it comes to interrogative, and in the interrogative part, helping verb place is always before the noun or pronoun. So that is why I used am I. Here I is a pronoun. Before I used am. So therefore am is a helping verb. It has been used before the pronoun I. So in interrogative sentence, helping verb place always before either noun or pronoun. So that is with the second point, it was given like this, helping verb before noun or pronoun. Right, what are helping verbs? Already in the previous class, the previous part I have explained. Once again I am going to tell you, see that here on the screen you can see, look at there. So here am, right, see there. Am, is, are, was, were, do, does, did, have, has, had, will, shall, can, may, would, should, could, might. These are all helping verbs, right? So here you have to know one thing. While going through a sentence, first you know that the word which I gave you over the screen, if you have any word among these words, one of these words, you can say those are helping verbs, and their place has to be understood. In the sentence, their place, has it been used before the subject or after the subject? If it has been used before the subject, most probably the sentence might be an interrogative. If it is used after the noun or pronoun, it may be an assertive sentence, right? See, so that is what. So by the helping verb only we can define whether it is an assertive or interrogative. So that is what helping verb identification is very important. That is what I told you. Helping verb identification is important. So helping verbs has to be understood well. Next, when it comes to see the second part. So here yes or no questions I told, and the second one is WH questions means I told. Whether it is an yes or no question or WH question, whatever the question type it is, in the question part, in the interrogative part, helping verb always before the subject. But what is the difference between both yes or no questions and WH questions means? In the yes or no question, we can question the listener by using only helping verb. Like, am I Mr. Behra? Are you learning now about interrogative sentence? Yes, we can say like this. So in another way, simple way, we can say that to convert an assertive sentence into interrogative, in the interrogative, helping verb place always before the subject. So that is why in the assertive sentence, have you understood? In assertive sentence means nothing but it's a statement. In the statement, if there is a helping verb, you have to bring the helping verb before the subject to make that assertive sentence into interrogative, right? So that is yes or no interrogative. For this, I'll give you example. See that. So here, right, see that. Ramu, here I gave an example. I try to see that. Ramu is my brother. So Is it interrogative or assertive? It is assertive. How could you say that? See, in this sentence you can say that here the helping verb is used after noun. I told you, if there is a helping verb after noun or pronoun, that's an assertive sentence. So to convert this assertive sentence into interrogative, we have to do only one thing. See, I circled is, and there was an arrow mark before the Ramu. So I used is before Ramu, right? Is Ramu my brother? So in this way we can convert an assertive sentence into an interrogative, but an interrogative which we formed by using helping verb at the starting of the sentence, those kind of sentences we call them as an yes or no questions, right? And the same question, and for the same sentence, Ramu is my brother, for this sentence also we can make it a WH question. In what way? But whether it is WH question or yes or no question, the first and foremost thing in interrogative sentence is helping verb has to be used before the subject, the first thing. So that is, so if we use only helping verb, by using helping verb we frame a question, that's an yes or no interrogative. But when it comes to WH word questions, means we have to know that in that sentence, suppose here Ramu is my brother, suppose you need to question the sentence about my brother. So you want to get it, my brother is Ramu as an information. So in that case you are questioning about a person, right? So that is depends on the, that WH word depends on the information that you require. So for that suitable WH words has to be used. See here I wrote some WH words. What? When we use what? We use what for information to get the information. What happened to them? They are suffering a lot. They are suffering a lot. And the next one, we use who to know the person, doer of the action. Who is talking to you? Mr. Behra is talking to you. And we use whom to know the receiver. Okay, for whom have I been preparing all these classes? I have been preparing these classes for students. And we use where to know the place. Where, see, from where am I talking to you? I am talking to you from my home. Where are you learning from? You are learning from YouTube. We can learn like this. So, and next, why it is a WH word we use to know the reason. To know the reason. Suppose here, suppose example, she cried as she lost her job. Now we need to question the sentence. Why did she cry? Why did she cry? She cried, she lost the job. So in that way. Next, how, we use how to know the way, manner, mode, right? So now see that. How am I teaching you English? Am I teaching English directly or indirectly? How? I'm teaching English online. I'm not teaching directly. We can say like this. And whereas next one, when, W-H-E-N, when. We use when to know the time. So right, so once again I'll tell you. So to question a sentence, if it is yes or no question, we have to bring forward the sentence helping verb before the noun or pronoun. And to make that sentence into an information required question like WH word question, first we have to go for selecting suitable WH word. So are we going to talk about information, or are we going to know about the person who is doing the job, and are we going to know about the receiver of the action, or are we going to know the place, a reason, or mode, method, time? So that is completely depends on you. Or in the sentence, if the underlined part, if it indicates an information, if it indicates a reason, if it indicates a time, a place, or receiver. So that depends on the sentence. By going through that sentence, we have to use suitable WH word. So for this, let me give you one example. See here, Ramu is my brother part. I see Ramu is my brother. In this sentence, the first sentence I use, see there, is Ramu my brother. So here the just I did the helping verb I have taken and I have used before Ramu. So as a result, that question become yes or no question. But now I don't want to make the sentence as interrogative sentence, yes or no interrogative, but I wanted to make the sentence as a WH word interrogative. So in that case, what do I have to do? So I told already. So my brother. So here my brother is a person. So to know the person, we have to use who is a suitable WH word to know the person. So that is why I used who. But here helping verb IS is the helping verb, whether it is an yes or no interrogative or information required interrogative, whatever the sentence it is. In those cases, especially interrogative sentence means helping verb always before either noun or pronoun. So I use the IS is before Ramu, and I did not use my brother because I wanted to know who is the person Ramu. So that is why instead of that I used who. Who is Ramu? So this is WH word question or information required question. So did you understand what did I teach? So suppose in the last example over this, I'm going to move forward for rest of parts. Once see that. Here I gave an example. See that. She has been living with him for 2 years. She has been living with him for 2 years. So this is an example. In this example, so now you need to make a sentence. Now you need to prepare a WH word question. WH word question as well as an yes or no question. Right, see there. To make it an yes or no question, first I told just you need to know what is the helping verb that was used in the sentence. So in this sentence I have circled has. Has is the helping verb. And even I have given an arrow. So to make it the sentence into interrogative, that has to be used before she. So that is on bottom of it I wrote, to make it into yes or no question, we have to bring forward has before the she. It was used. Has she been living with him for 2 years? So this is an yes or no interrogative sentence. And now to make this sentence into information required, that means WH word question. So here in this sentence I have underlined with him and for 2 years. For 2 years is a period, time, it is a time indicator. And with whom is it's an information about a person, right? Person. So we can ask questions like this. See that for this I gave you examples. See that whom has she been living? But see, if you leave whom, but see, the sentence formation is common. What helping verb was used in the sentence, the helping verb has to be used in that sentence, the subject of the sentence. So here has she been living, that is common. Has she been living with 40 years? But here with whom I skipped, because I wanted to question the persons with whom. So that is I used here. Whom has she been living with for 2 years? Yeah, I forgot to put a question mark over there, and we need to put a question mark over. And next one, how long? And next one, see that how long has she been living with him? So the sect here, how long, I used how long to know the period. How long has she been living? So for this question, answer is she has been living with him for 2 years. For the first question, whom has she been living with for 2 years? She has been living with him for 2 years. So in this way, we can frame an interrogative sentence from an assertive. And while framing an interrogative sentence, whether it is yes or no interrogative or information required interrogative, first and foremost rule is helping verb has to be before the subject, first thing. And the second thing, and which WH word has to be used. So if we know all these things, easily we can answer or we can convert an assertive sentence into an interrogative sentence, right? Have you understood this? Some questions. And the next first conversion, to convert an assertive sentence into an, see, to convert an assertive sentence into an interrogative sentence, the first, see that, first find helping verb in the given sentence. Do we have helping verb or not? First you need to find out, do we have helping verb or not? And the second thing, see that, and find the subject of the sentence which is either noun or pronoun used before verb. That's what right from the beginning I have been telling the same word, either a noun or pronoun. If it is used before the verb, it is a subject, it is considered as a subject. So first thing you should know that whether the sentence has helping verb or not. Why? Here if we don't have helping verb, we have to, because we are changing the sentence into interrogative. In the interrogative sentence, helping verb is compulsory, and helping verb is must. So that is what you must know, helping verb, whether the sentence contains helping verb or not. Next one, subject, because helping verb has to be used in the interrogative sentence before the subject. So unless we know what is the subject, we don't know where we have to place the helping verb. That is what. So helping verb identification also very important. Then the third one, see there, if there is no helping verb in the sentence, if there is no helping verb, it was given, see there, find the given verb whether it is in the first form or second form of the verb. And see that regarding this already I have explained, as the helping verb is compulsory in interrogative sentence, and if there is a helping verb we have to use it before the subject. If there is no helping verb, we have to use either do or does for first form and did for second form. And when it comes to, see, WH word questions, these are yes or no questions part. When it comes to WH word part, so use suitable WH word like what, who, whom. So this is that is completely depends on us. So we have to use suitable WH word. See, suitable WH word. What are those WH words? See, bottom of my picture it was given. See that when it comes to WH word questions, use bottom line I am reading. Use suitable WH words like what, whom, who, when, where, like this. By using this, we can convert an assertive sentence into interrogative sentence. In this way, we can make an assertive sentence into interrogative sentence. And this kind of interrogative conversion is very important, you know. If you are master over to convert an assertive sentence into an interrogative sentence, I am telling you, you will be very perfect in terms of comprehension, right? So your English is meant for, you know, it seems a bit syllabus, but you know, if we take a paragraph, the paragraph can be taught for a couple of weeks, because for every sentence, so that is it's an answer. But how can we make questions over the sentence if we know that, you know, our comprehension knowledge will be strong? So that is why government insisting the students to know this master ability. So that is why this year this kind of questioning structure has been brought to the exam pattern. So that is why this is in this way we can frame an assertive sentence into interrogative. And not only that, questioning skill is very important. It is not only important for the student, it is important a teacher as well as student. The person who become perfect at the questioning part, I am telling you, I am sure they are the perfect persons in learning both English language or teaching or learning. So that is what again I am telling you. So if you have any doubt, just let me know through the comment section. Just to go through these videos, pause it and write down running notes. If not, we watch this video again and again, you will definitely know that. All right, very good. Right, so far I have explained in what way we need to frame questions into SR no gate, interrogative and WH interrogative. For this, I am going to give you some examples. See what the screen says. Convert an assertive into an interrogative sentence. I gave an assertive sentence and at the same time I used I converted the assertive sentence into yes or no interrogative as well as WH interrogative, nothing but information required interrogative. So whatever it is, the first and foremost rule is whether it is yes or no interrogative or WH interrogative, helping verb has to be used before the subject. First thing, right? If it is yes or no question, just we need to use only helping verb. That's enough. If it is not a helping verb, what do we have to do? Just if there is no helping verb, already we learned what are they. So we need to use suitable do forms. I told suitable do forms. I told, right? Next part. So first sentence, let us see the first sentence. Right, in the first sentence, see that here in the first sentence I used I am Mr. Behra. See that I am Mr. Behra. In this sentence, see, I am Mr. Behra. I have you underlined am because I am Mr. Behra. It is an assertive sentence because am is used after the subject. And to convert a sentence into interrogative, what do we have to do? First, the helping verb has to be used before the subject. In the sentence, I is the subject. So in the interrogative, see, yes or no questions, and when it comes to I used am, I Mr. Behra. What is the difference between assertive sentence and interrogative sentence? Means the helping verb plays difference. And when it comes to WH word questions, we have to use, suitable WH word. Here we need to question about the person. So that is I used whom. Who am I? Who am I? Next, in the same way, see, when it comes to second question, see that she has shouted loudly. In the sentence, has is the helping verb. So if we use has before the she, it will be an assertive yes or no interrogative. But when it comes to information required, we have to know the method, the way. She has shouted loudly. So to know the method, way or mode, we have to use suitable WH word is how. So that is I use the same thing. How has she shouted? We should not use loudly again because to get that loudly, we used how. In the same sense, next one, see that Radha was not allowed into office. Radha was not allowed into office. So in the sentence, Radha was not allowed. In the sentence, Radha was not allowed. Here was is the helping verb. So was used before that. So that was Radha not allowed into office. And here office is a place. When it comes to interrogative sentence, we need to use suitable WH word is where. Where was Radha not allowed? And when it comes to last question, see there, this is very important part. Mohan understood everything. Mohan understood everything. In this question, there is no helping verb, but understood is the second form. I told, if there is in absence of helping verb, we have to use do forms as a helping verb. If there is a first form of the verb in the sentence, we have to use either do or does. And if it is second form, we have to use did. Here understood is a second form. That is why to make the sentence into interrogative, I use did. But here do, does, did followed by the first form of the verb. That is why instead of understood, I use understand. Did Mohan understand everything? For this suitable WH word, I use what. What did Mohan understand? Like this. And the last question, see that she praised God. She prays. In this sentence, there is no helping verb, but praise is the first form. So that is why we have to use either do or does. But when the subject is he, she, it, we have to use does. That is why I use does. And as I mentioned, do, does, did, do forms followed by the first form. I used only pray. Does she pray to God? But when it comes to WH word questions, she is praying the person, the receiver of our prayers. So receiver of the prayer, to know the receiver, we have to use whom. So that is whom does she pray. So in this way, we can form yes or no questions for a sentence as well as information required interrogative sentence. But in both the sentences, helping verb has to be used before the subject. That is must rule, so that nobody should not forget it. And I hope you understood complete video. Watch the complete video. Though it might be somewhat lengthy video, you have to go through it and watch it again and again. I'm sure you will get good marks when it comes to writing part. And when it comes to spoken part also, you will be strong enough with good questioning skills if you learn this topic very well. I wish you all happy learning. Signing off, Mr. Behra.